Good morning, fellas. It's Saturday, November 14th. We're about, 10 to 9. And about, 66 in the garage. And, supposed to be up in the 70s today. And it looks to be a John Kerry day today. Although there's supposed to be storms moving in on Sunday. So, Roger, you want to talk about dirty floors with leaves? Anytime I open this garage, it's like a magnet. It comes in. So, anyway, I got a mail call. 231 Flash. Go check him out. I think he was working on a go-kart, but then he had a mini tire change kit that he got from Harbor Freight, or somebody gave him from Harbor Freight he was assembling. I think was the last video. But go check him out. He's doing some really nice stuff there. Roger, you had asked, what does this roof look like? Well, this is stock. I haven't touched it. Except for running the overhead lights. And you can still see I still have the headliner rods are still in, along with the insulation. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to leave the insulation in and just go over it with what is it? Now I got a Dynamatic Stream, but so if that's what you're looking for, if you need anything else, Roger, just give me a call, and I'll let you know. Got the heater core back. It was leaking on the bottom and around this tube. So this will be going back in today. Also, if you remember correctly, I was talking about welding up some holes in the console, on the transmission hump, but that's where the console goes in. So rather than weld them up, I got a kit that has a whole bunch of different size of body plugs in it. And I'm just going to go ahead and plug the holes and then put the Dynamatic Stream over the top of it. In case I ever come back and want to put, let's say, a stock console in, at least I don't have to drill holes and keep them up. Got that kit from these guys, and it's the kit number is that. So I'm going to run down to McFadden-Dale, and these spring keepers for the cabling on the heater core, two broke, and this one came off in one piece, but I got them before at Classic Industries, and they don't seem to be listing them anymore, and so I'm going to go down there and see if McFadden-Dale carries anything, because you need 3 of them, and I only got one that's a good one left. But like Roger was complaining about leaves in his garage, blowing in. It's been blowing here like crazy for the last couple of weeks on and off. So as soon as I get the heater core in this thing and it back running again, I'm going to pull it out and sweep out the garage. But yeah, and I have to get heater hoses, because I'm not putting, hold on, let's see them up there? Those steel braided ones back in. I don't think they look good, but they don't work as good as they look. So that's all I'm going to say about those. And my youngest son is supposed to be by sometime today. And we are going to put the torsion rods back in for the trunk and get this all wrapped up. So I'm going to head off to McFadden-Dale, and you guys have a good Saturday. I'll turn this back on when I get some more. Later. Hey fellas, back from the errands. Went to McFadden-Dale, and they did have them. 15 cents a piece. I got 6. 3 are only needed, but always safe to have a couple extra. And went to O'Reilly's and got me some heater hose, some regular clamps, and another thing of antifreeze. And so I'm set to go. So here in a minute, I'll get started on that, and we'll get the heater core back in this thing. Roger, you asked at one time what body filler I used, and that's the stuff I use, and it's sanded fantastic. So that's all I got for now. When I have more, I'll turn this thing back on later. Hey fellas, let's see, heater hoses are on. And the box is down there. I don't know, here, let's turn on the light, maybe you can see it. But ran into a problem which cut my day short out here today. So I went to McFadden-Dale and got these push nuts to hold the cables on to the heater box, and I took the only one good one I had, and it sized up, and it seemed pretty much these were it. Got back home here and started putting the cables on and put these on, and they're just a hair too big. They just slide and flap around, not even tight on it. So sat there and said, okay, we'll go down to McFadden-Dale and get the next size smaller. These are 3/16. These are 1/8. So we got back home here and tried putting these on, and these are too small. I didn't think we had metric already in 68. So these are smaller. Those are too big. So I went to Classic Industries and looked at their website. They didn't have any. Went to Steve's Camaros, their website. They didn't have any. Went to Rick's Camaros, which is part of Ecklert's, and strolled down, and they had a set. And they had $2.99 for the set. I ordered 2 sets, and they'll be here in 3 to 5 days. So that's where I'm at on that. You can't put it on. I can't put the box up and in the car until I have those on, because one is in the back of the box. And once you get it up against the firewall, you're not going to be able to get that push nut on there. So this is where we stand. I'm waiting for my youngest son, if he shows up. It's going on 2 o'clock, and he had a concealed weapons training today, so I don't know how long that's going to be, or if he's just having fun at the range or not. But if he does, then we'll get these in. But if not, I'm stopped. I don't have anything else to do on this. So that being said, that'll be the end of this video. You guys have a good Saturday. Later.